So, tell me why you did your term, anyways. What was your
Okay,
term
so
for?
check it out, right? I used to be married to some random hooker, right? And check this out. Safeway, Church and Market, San Francisco, 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm arguing with this woman because, I don't know, I'm like tired of it, I'm over it, or whatever, you know, like emotional shit. And she decides that she's going to steal a cell phone and or a laptop from some random person who's in the bathroom. So she grabs it. The person comes out of the bathroom. I obviously look like a suspect. Mexican guy, bang, whatever you want to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a bad person, right? Like I'm tattoos, like it's you know, I'm not happy.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, Starbucks, 2:30, daylight, and this person comes out and jumps on my back and like proceeds to punch me, screaming, "Dude, give me my phone! Dude, give me my phone! Dude, give me my phone!" And I say to this person, "I don't have your phone." "Dude, give me my phone! Dude, give me my phone!" So I punch them, and they fall off me. And they come and chase me again, and they jump on my back, and they're, "Dude, give me my phone! Dude, give me my phone!" And finally, like, by the third time, I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm just not really interested in having a conversation. So I pull a knife and I stab him. And I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me! I don't have your fucking phone." And like, I really didn't. I really didn't steal it, right? So I stab him, and there are witnesses, like these German tourists or little kids, and people are running around me in circles. They're like, "Oh my god, this guy's robbing somebody!" And so I get about a half a block away, and the robbery police detail, like the special detectives, pull over, and they know me because they see me around. And they jump out and they arrest me. And this person comes down, this victim witness witness comes down and says, "This man stabbed me and stole my phone." And they say, "Where's the phone? Where's the phone?" And I say, "I don't fucking know. What, did I eat it? I really don't know." And I didn't have a phone, but they still arrested me and they charged me with robbery. Robbery, conspiracy, assault. And yeah, so that's about the size of it. I didn't have any defense. I mean, I was there.
So they gave you, how much time did they give you for that?
But they gave me an offer. They had no evidence. If I would have took it to trial, I might have won. But at trial in California as a felon, I'm looking at 16 years minimum exposure. And by exposure, I mean that the best case scenario, if I go to trial and lose, the best I can do is 16 years. But they offer me 2 years flat if I plead guilty and say that I robbed this person, and I don't have to go to court, I don't have to deal with any paperwork bullshit, and I've been down for like 8 or 9 months, and it'll be, you know, like roughly 2 years, so I'm looking at another fucking 12, 13 months, whatever. I say, okay, that sounds good, and I take it. I take the deal. That's my last term, and I went to jail. I went to prison. I got convicted. I got sentenced. 2 years flat. I beat it back a little bit and won a little bit of time. I ended up like saving about a month or so because they're giving me 2 years flat was unconstitutional in Pennsylvania or in California. And I had a case in Pennsylvania that they wanted to send me to, but it didn't work out paper-wise. So what it ended up being is that I did 24 months, almost 23 and a half, and I got out almost 2 years for something that I could have done 16 years for that I didn't even do.
Damn.
And the bottom line is that I just want to get the fuck away from my asshole-ass, like, druggy ex-wife. And I had the opportunity, it was in the middle of the afternoon, and I stopped in the middle of all this, like, crazy behavior and looked up at this guy and was like, man, how the fuck am I gonna live with this bitch? Maybe if I just say, okay, I'm guilty and stop, it'll happen. And I didn't. I pressed it for 15 or 20 minutes, but ultimately, when the cops showed up, I said, okay, yeah, whatever, like, just arrest me. And they arrested me, and I went to prison, and 2 years later, I came home. And it wasn't for anything I did, and that was okay. But I also didn't do a hell of years for looking like an asshole. You can see me right now. So I kind of look like an asshole. Like a Mexican gangbanger covered in tattoos, like something, like the cops always say something slick. I was just hanging out.
I have a question for you, Chuck. I remember I was walking Dayton down the street, and I hear fuck you, motherfuckers. And I look across the street at the cop shop, and they got you in cuffs, and they're bending your fucking arms back to where they're breaking your arms, and they're putting you in the paddy wagon. What were you getting? What was that? What were you going down for then?
I was getting arrested at that time. I remember that.
Was that the Gino shit?
No. I was getting arrested for suspicion of public intoxication.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Okay? What it was is that I'd stabbed someone 30 or 40 times. And I beat the case, and the cop was pissed that I beat the case. And so he would harass me every time he saw me. And he happened to come upon me. This is back in the day when I used to sell dope. That's what I was known for. I used to sell heroin. Surprise, surprise.
Wow,
And-
me too.
And so this cop comes up on me to harass me for
Now I just do it.
suspicion of, sales or whatever. And I swallowed all my balloons and I was like, whatever, fucking, what are you gonna do? Take me to jail? Well, actually, yes. He beat me up and took me to jail for suspicion of public intoxication. And I spent 2 days in there, and then when I was getting processed to 850, one of the cops happened to say, hey, I remembered you. You were that guy that fucking, well, whatever. And I was like, well, fuck you, asshole. But I was already handcuffed to some 100-pound black man. And when they tried to coerce me into accepting responsibility for whatever the fuck it was they were saying, I proceeded to say, fuck you. And I threw this 100-pound black man all over the Tenderloin substation. I used him like a weapon, basically. I picked him up and threw him at the cops.
He did.
I did. And so me and the cops fought from inside to outside the Tenderloin substation, and they proceeded to stomp my face and kick in my teeth and break my fingers and step on my legs. And the whole time, I think I said something like, fuck you, big bitch cops, eat a dick, you suck, asshole. Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm walking my blind ass fucked up dog across the street, and
Dead
I'm
serious.
hearing this shit. And I'm like, yo, what's up, Chuck? And you're like, hey, Ed, just getting beat up by the cops.
And they're
Again.
Like, they're like, who are you talking to? And I was like, fuck you, big bitch cops. What's up, Ed? Whoa! And then, yeah, they broke my entire soul.
Yeah, they broke your fingers. And
Oh
all
my
that
god, they
shit.
broke all my fingers back. So this cop was like, I'm gonna break your finger. And I was like, I don't care. He's like, I'll break your finger. He's like, I was like, I don't care. He was like, okay, I'm gonna do it right now. I was like, I don't care. And he broke it. I was like, ah!
Holy shit.
Because it's like the worst pain ever, right? It sounds
Yeah.
cool. When you're
Yeah,
like,
no, it
okay.
hurts.
No,
Fucking,
it's not the worst
I had these two fingers broke by a friend of mine.
So I've got one finger, and it's like this, right? And then I'm like, and they're like, what do you want to do now? I'm like, fuck you, big rich cop. We're gonna break the other finger. I'm like, no, please, no. But fuck you, dude. And they're like, they're like, ah! That's the real story. I don't care what anyone tells you. I cried through that shit.
I'm sure you did, man. Where did they haul you off to? 850?
850, like a month.
So how'd they treat you there? Did they fuck with you afterward?
They stomped on my face. They took my shoes and stomped on my toes until I screamed and cried. And then they threw me into a rubber room and cut off my clothes with scissors while I was handcuffed and left me in there for 3 days, telling me that I was clearly suicidal.
Damn.
Yeah, you are suicidal if you tell them you beat you up.
It was like a bad gay porno. I wasn't very excitable after that. I was just like, oh my god, please, can I not have food on a paper plate and can I get out of this naked, like, handcuff behind my back suit?
Yeah,
I couldn't
in the
even-
rubber room.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Like 3 days later, they're like, "Do you want to get arrested?" I was like, "Oh yes, go ahead. My God, please, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. May I have another sir, please?" You know, that's what I was.
See, Chuck, I really feel, and I'm gonna pull my glasses down, I want you to look me in the eye, that you are certifiable, bro, and you should go get a check.
Yes sir.
He's in the midst of it.
I
We're in the
one,
process.
you get one.
I'm halfway to a good check.
Yeah, you're just
I am.
about there, huh?
I'm dead
Nice.
serious. And the fucked up part is that the more I tell the truth, and everyone loves me. I'm famous for being cool. But the more I tell the truth, the more people are like, "Bro, you're not okay."
Hey, do you remember when
I'm
we
okay
lived
with
in
it,
New
you're not
York?
okay.
Do you remember when we lived in New York and you lived with the fucking Gigi Allen fools, like the murder junkies?
I do remember.
And you were selling dope to all of them. I used to cop up you there.
I was, in fact. I was selling a little dope. And, like, is it the wrong time for me to be like, why is there so many pills after time for the bell? Because like, come to my house and be there for like 3 hours and be like, I got time for the bell. I'd be like, bro, chill, it's cool. Like, we're friends. But it was always like extra weird. I sold dope in New York for hella years, and I was always unhappy with everyone I sold dope to because they were always super weird.
Except for me.
Except for you. Like, we were already
Me and
friends.
Alexa.
Are you still mad at me?
No.
Okay, that's the second time I asked if someone was still mad at me. Because I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I know.
That's I hear from a lot of dope dealers that customers are fucking weirdos.
They are.
Give me an example of one
What
of
does
your
that
weirdest
mean?
motherfuckers.
Because drug culture's full of weirdos.
Yeah.
Like, hella weird.
Here's the thing, right? Like, when you know somebody and you really know them,
Yeah.
it's not about drug culture. It's not about what you share in common. It's not about an affinity. It's just because you know them and you feel comfortable with them. Like, for whatever reason, like they strum the chord that plays you. You know what I mean? And you become friends. But sometimes that gets mixed up in drug culture because
When they start buying off of you, all of a sudden weird shit starts going on. For
It
instance,
changes.
like
Yeah.
trades,
Yeah.
fucking fencing,
Yeah.
fucking I'll blow you, shit like that.
things you would never expect necessarily.
Yeah.
Right. Necessarily. And then it's right there in the middle of the room and you're like,
Yeah, and then you got his girlfriend who
well,
starts
who doesn't like a
copping off
blowjob?
you.
Well, that's not the point, right?
His girlfriend starts copping off you, and then all of a sudden she's calling you secretively behind his back.
And the
Going,
head doctor's
Hey, can I come over?
Yeah.
That's true.
And you're like, yeah, sure, come over. So now your friend's girlfriend, you're fucking your friend's girlfriend so that she can get a 20 bag of dope.
Which isn't making it to your friend, by the way.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're like,
Your
wow,
friend
you're
is
not
like,
my friend anymore.
"Fuck my
yeah,
life."
Yeah.
No, really though.
But it does happen, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
More often than not.
But it's fun. I don't know.
That's the
I had a
glamorous,
good
the
time.
glamorous side of heroin addiction.
Yeah, you feel like a piano.
Who's smoking tobacco?
I'm smoking tobacco,
Don't
man.
be
You
shy.
need another cigarette, No, so do I. Believe me, I smoke like a chimney. Alright, well, hey, man, fucking, let's wrap this up. Fucking, this is Eddy Sidewalk. My buddy Chuck right
What's
here.
going on?
This is Lily. Hooper Doo, get over here.
Hoop!
Get up here, Hoop. Say hi.
Hoop!
Come on, old man.
Don't kiss me with your naked mouth.
Alright, and this is Real Talk.